sometimes we don't want to know the results. But doc, can you draw my testosterone level?
Well, see, but that means that it's tangential to this whole idea of the prostate problems. So it would not be that difficult. I mean, the information comes from the same pool, actually.
Right. You just draw simple blood work, and they will include that part of the blood work, and then you'll get your results from there. At least you'll know where you stand and how far you have dropped or dipped.
How important is this for women to be aware of in terms of explaining their partners and significant others' behavior?
I think it's very significant. Women, if they understood, women understand because they go through it and they acknowledge it.
But men are accused of this crisis that we go through.
Right, but I was going to say, if we understand some of the signs, like the mood swings, women go through mood swings, some of the anger, but the cardinal signs is the ponytail, the guy who goes out and gets the red fast car, leaving home,
looking for the younger woman
to make them feel younger again. All these things are denial.
You're losing your libido when you go and find a younger woman. It makes sense to me.
Not a good match. Not a good match.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
That's part of the characteristic that women should begin to understand that he's really going through something that's more hormonal and
right.
chemical.
And she may be able to help him seek medical advice, and also she may help him understand what he's going through.
Is there an array of medications that have been brought to the market for this kind of?
There are. You can get the testosterone replacement, but it's also pretty significant with the link to prostate cancer. So I wouldn't recommend that per se, but they would have to talk to their doctors. There's synthetic testosterone on the market, and then soy products. But the simplest thing people can do is watch their diet. The higher fat or the more toxin it is to your body, the more likely you can decrease your libido.
This is parallel to a great extent with this whole issue of prostate problems, prostate cancer ultimately.
And hypertension, believe it or not. Hypertension can also decrease your libido. Right.
I know that there are men that when they go and get high blood pressure medication, they also almost simultaneously will get some kind of, you have the array of drugs that assist, what is it, Viagra and Levitra,
Cialis.
Right. So it really can get wrapped up and hidden into the whole prostate issue.
And it can. And also, if they just made simple life changes, sometimes they wouldn't even need the Viagra's, if you will.
So no fried foods?
Decreasing fried foods. I hate to tell a person no if you're trying to get them to modify their lifestyle.
Doctor
to decrease and hopefully work down to no.
I had a doctor in that said that if black people stop taking in and change that part of their lifestyle, stop frying food, then you probably talking about eliminating high blood pressure all in one fell swoop.
Right. If we modify our diet, that's the most simplest way to cure some of the ills that we go through.
We're actually at the end of the program. But maybe this is something we're going to have to get into a bit more.
May I touch on something?
Quickly.
Okay. Men don't like to go to the doctor.
That's the problem with men.
That's the biggest problem. And so the women...
And they probably have been going to the doctor even more now since there are some issues, so there's medication that can assist them with their libido.
Or they'll buy the book and hide and read it because they don't want to be seen reading the book, but they need the information.
If you want a heads up on it, look behind the radiator or something in the bathroom. I'm sorry, go ahead, Tina.
No, that's it. If we can just get them to, because my husband was passing blood in his urine for a year. And I noticed the blood in his underwear when doing the laundry, and I said, "Honey, are you passing blood in your urine?" He says, "I said, a year? You need to get to the doctor." Right. So men, for the most part, you have to push them to the doctor.
I understand. I guess they say, hey, but that was spaghetti or
And
watermelon or something.
And get the education for yourself. Don't get it secondhand, because a lot of people want to be told about things and don't want to take the time to read about that for themselves or learn about it for themselves, and they can get it firsthand.
Maybe the big thing that comes out of this whole conversation is that men need to be a little bit more attentive, proactive towards their own health. Give us that website again.
It's www.thenursewhisperer, ERER.org, or Amazon.com using the full title.
One more time, quickly.
www.thenursewhisperer.org, the man, male menopause, and the lost libido.
Tina, if someone out there is looking for a unique live-in situation, from the perspective of a care provider, as well as want to be a live-in and someone who's seeking maybe some supportive kind of activities in that household, how do they contact you?
You can reach me at area code 313-505-6787.
Give us that number
Tina.
one more time.
313-505-6787.
Folks, stay tuned for the health doctor. The hair doctor, I said the health doctor, my goodness, the male menopause doctor. Stay tuned for the hair doctor. He's up next, folks. It's always an interesting program. I do thank you for joining me today. Be back tomorrow with another edition of the Richard Harrison program. Tina, Dr. Vicki Salter, thank you so much.
It's a wrap.
Interesting book. We may have to bring these folks back in the talk land on another occasion. My name is Richard Harrison. I'll see you tomorrow. So until then, God bless you.
A lady at the casino.